You're tuned in to Good Morning Jones County with Will Toney on SuperTalk Laurel 99.3 and SuperTalkLaurel.com.
Little Dire Straits for you this morning. A little money for nothing and your chicks for free. It's a great way to start your morning. It's Good Morning Jones County inside the Bocoma Casino studio. Did you know that Sting co-wrote and sang backup on this song? That was actually a Jeopardy clue years and years ago. Fun song, Dire Straits, great band. Inside the Bocoma Casino studio, this segment sponsored by Be Clean LLC for commercial, residential cleaning, and more. Choose Be Clean LLC. Also sponsored by Community Bank, local bankers, local decisions, plenty of convenient locations. Visit Community Bank here in the area, and also by Dixie Electric Power Association, member-owned electric co-op, offering broadband internet. If you don't have it available in your area yet, it's coming. Trust me. I know several people that are just chomping at the bit to get on that. And our next guest this morning, a local author. Her name is Amber Henry. Good morning, Amber. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing great. Can you pull that mic just a little bit closer to your mouth? Okay. There we go. That way we can hear you.
Gotcha.
All right. So you have, and I'm guessing this is your newest book out.
It's actually my first.
It's your first book. Okay.
Yes.
I Hear the Black Raven. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but it's under a pen name, so most people would not know that it's you that wrote it. Tell me a little bit about the book without spoiling anything.
Okay, so, well, my pen name, first of all, is Claire Ishi Ayetoro.
How did you come up with that?
So it's a weird story. Like, so where I used to work, I used to be like really into, there's these calendar days that are for specific events or topics or things like that. And there was one of them that was Make Up a Name for Yourself Day.
Really?
Yes. And so I was like, oh, that would be a cool thing to participate in. So
right.
I kind of researched different names and found different meanings that kind of struck a chord with me, and then I just put them together into this name, and it just stuck with me.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really do like that. Now you've got several of the short stories and such, but you also have a new one that's out, or your second book that's out. Tell me about it and what we can expect out of it.
Okay. Well, first of all, I Hear the Black Raven is a short memoir about mental health. It's about my mental health journey.
Very cool.
Yes, and I think mental health is a very important topic, and it's a bit taboo. But I think if we share our stories more, then we can clear the stigma surrounding it. But my second book that's out is called A Leaf for Bongani, and it actually won a Gold Nautilus Book Award.
Really?
Yes. And Nautilus books are, they're books that contribute to a better world. Mm-hmm. And it's about a family of giraffes in the Congo, and they are going through different trials and struggles to get to a better land.
I like that.
Yes, I think I may be biased, but I think it's pretty cool.
Well, I mean, it can be symbolic of people who grow up in a situation that really isn't that great, and they're just working and trying to get to a better life.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I was not an English lit major, but you don't have to be to draw that from the storyline. I really like the fact that you're talking about mental health awareness, especially with I Hear the Black Raven. It is so prevalent in our society today, and I feel like we have a responsibility as radio people in broadcasting, and not to necessarily normalize it, but to bring more awareness to it so that people will understand. Because you're right, there is a stigma about it, and even among people's families. Like, you don't need to go to that therapy. You're fine. You just need to turn that frown upside down and yada yada yada. some people would say the best decision they ever made was going inpatient for treatment.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people are so. I think. Well, before I actually went to the mental hospital on a couple of occasions.
Right.
And the thing is, like, people are so scared about that experience because, of course, it's a new experience. You don't know what to expect. You think, oh, all these, crazy people are here. I'm not crazy,
Right.
But it's actually a big help. Like, they give you the medications that you need. They give you the structure that you need.
Absolutely.
To be able to get better.
Right.
Yeah.
And to be able to talk things out.
Talk things out, exactly.
Yeah. Because believe me, you keep it inside your head too long, it's not good.
Right.
It's not good at all. Having somebody to talk to that you can freely express what you're feeling is invaluable.
Yes.
And necessary for everybody, and because everybody's got some kind of trauma in their life, be it losing a parent, losing a job, God forbid losing a child. That throws people for a loop. So that I appreciate you bringing that awareness. You've got some other short stories. Tell me a little bit about those.
Yeah, so I have the Rainbow Room. It's kind of an adult short story because it's got a little bit of profanity in it.
Sure.
But it's about, so without spoiling, of course,
right.
It's about a man. He wakes up in this environment that he's never been in before, and he's checking out his surroundings. He's like, what's going on?
Right.
And so long story short, or short story short,
right.
He has to decipher a riddle if he has any hope of escape.
Okay.
So that's kind of the backdrop of the Rainbow Room.
Okay.
I also have like a short screenplay out called Alley Cats.
Really?
Yes. And it's about this trio that they're stuck in an alley. It's like two homeless people and a gang member. And
wow.
They have to learn how to work together and lean on each other if they have any hopes of surviving the events that come upon them.
Right.
So, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. That's really cool. What inspired you to begin writing?
So the first thing was with I Hear the Black Raven. I was inspired because I wanted to help someone. I've gone through a multitude of things with mental illness.
Sure.
And I feel like if I had someone who had shared their stories with me or were open to sharing their stories with me while I was going through it,
right.
It would have helped me tremendously. So I wanted it to be like a resource for people to go to know that things can get better.
Right.
And
not necessarily this is how you beat it, but this is my story of
exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody's journey is different.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that. So how long have you been writing under this pen name?
Since 2021, I believe.
Okay.
That's when I.
So a couple of years now?
Yeah.
Okay. So to have two out that are, actual books, and then you've got several other short stories, you've stayed pretty busy, it sounds like, writing.
Actually I have spurts.
Right.
And that may be part of my mental
right.
because I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and part of
Gotcha.
that is sometimes you have hypomania, which you have increased energy, goal setting activities,
Sure.
and it's like a sweet spot, and you can actually really do a lot during those times. So that's kind of when, and you don't want it to go too far, of course, but
right.
That's kind of when I get the inspiration to do these works. And yeah.
As a musician, I can understand that because I'll wake up in the middle of the night with a line to a song, and I may not have anything else but just that one line. And I'll write it down and be like, okay, this can go with this. And before I know it, I'm up for 3 hours and writing, and then trying to look at it like, this is going to be way too long. So I have to start cutting stuff, trying to make it fit. So I get it. Where can people purchase your works?
So I like to direct people to Amazon. That's like kind of the hub where all of them are located. You can write a review. Some of them have Audible books with them. I hear the Black Raven has an audio, and A Leaf for Bongani has an audio, and there's paperback option for some and a hardback for for A Leaf for Bongani.
Very cool. She is Amber Henry, local author. Claire Ishi Ayetoro.
Yes.
So you can look up that name. We'll post that name on our Facebook page, so you don't have to learn how to spell it. You can just copy it and then paste it into Amazon. I look forward to reading this. I'd like to have you back on the show again at some point, and we can talk more about your works as you have more come out.
Exactly. I'll be open to that.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. She's Amber Henry. Local author. It's Good Morning Jones County. Allison Knotts is up next with the Jones College Workforce Ready Show, and we will talk to you again in the morning. Have a great day.